Our next guest says President Obama is the reason why Donald Trump has run, why his run has been so successful. However, our guest says America deserves better than Donald Trump. The governor of Louisiana, Bobby Jindal, joins us right now. Governor, welcome to the program. It's great to have you with us again, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me back.
Briefly, what's wrong with Trump?
Well, there's several things wrong with Donald Trump. I think, briefly, you've got a man who says everything is negotiable. Stuart, everything's not negotiable. We need a conservative right now to apply our conservative principles to rescue the American dream from the mess that President Obama has made. When Trump says everything is negotiable, what does that mean? Does that mean our Second Amendment rights are negotiable? Does that mean religious liberty is negotiable?
No.
You know, you were talking earlier.
If I were to take Donald Trump's position for a moment, I would say that his opening gambit, his opening position, is just his opening negotiating position, and that he will negotiate towards an end which is in our favor. And the voters believe him. They believe that he's the only guy who can actually get things done. That's what they like about it.
Well, here's the problem, though. I don't think he truly, in his core, believes in smaller government. I think he has no problem with big government as long as he's the one running it. You've seen that in his policy prescriptions, whether it's on health care. He wants a government paying for everybody's health care, negotiating directly with health care providers instead of trusting the market. You've seen it in his approach to eminent domain and a number of issues. This is not a man who's committed to conservative principles. So my beef with him is not the fact that he's willing to negotiate on the margins to get things done. My beef with him is that at his core, it doesn't feel like he's got conservative principles. And the reason, let's take a practical example. The next president will appoint the next justice, Supreme Court justice. Right now, you've got a court that's deadlocked 4-4 on critical issues like the Second Amendment, religious liberty, on repealing Obamacare, on the sanctity of innocent human life. Where does a President Trump stand on those issues? Is he willing to negotiate all those issues away simply to get 60 votes in the Senate? Or will he stand firm and say, no, I'm going to appoint somebody who's going to interpret the Constitution, not write laws? And so, look, I think we have a chance to elect a conservative.
If Donald Trump is the nominee, would you support him?
I'm absolutely supporting our nominee. We cannot afford 4 years of Hillary Clinton. Obama's made a mess of this country. We cannot afford 4 more years in a direction where more people are dependent on government. You look at the Benghazi and the email scandals, she's got a lot to answer for. I don't think he'll be the nominee, but yes, I'm going to support the Republican nominee.
I did want to leave time for the floods that have really hit your state. I don't think many people appreciate how bad it is. I'm told thousands of homes damaged, 4,000 people rescued. Set the scene for us, Governor. How bad is it?
Well, this is bad, and I thank you for mentioning this. We thank the country for your thoughts and prayers. So this flooding has impacted all corners of our state, from northwest Louisiana, Houghton, Bossier. Many people saw those images. Southeast Louisiana, and it's not over yet. Even though the rains have stopped, we've got rising river levels in southeast Louisiana, like in Livingston, Ascension Parish, the North Shore. So communities from northwest to southeast Louisiana have been impacted by the heavy rains, and it's not over. Our people are resilient. We'll get through this. We get through hurricanes. We get through floods. We'll get through this as well. But we thank folks for their prayers and their attention to the struggles people are going through.
Yes, sir. We do realize how bad it is. We've seen that videotape, and it is awful. Governor Jindal, thanks so much for joining us, sir. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.